come across influencers promoting expensive skincare products saying how it has changed their lives? But when you purchase them, it either did nothing or caused more problems than you had previously. Lucky for you, there have been many other people in the same boat. It is so important to do your due diligence before buying a product because your skin is one of the largest organs your body has. It blocks germs, illnesses, and other harmful elements from penetrating into your body and doing damage. What makes my business different from others is that I value customer engagement. 2 months ago, I created an Instagram account where I advertise Kalan skincare devices. I've put thought into many strategies, whether it be giveaways, live streams, and feedback, in order to make my customers feel important because they are. Also, as I am currently at the development and startup stage, I'm conducting exclusive referrals for my clients to test drive my launching product to get their commentary. Since I'm not a professional dermatologist, I would not like to spread the wrong information when it comes to chemicals and serums and etc. As a result, I'm working on achieving the Novosibirsk State University Dermatology certification, where I'm learning about the basics of our skin structure, how to prevent skin diseases, and about the chemicals that are in our skincare products. Now, I found these exfoliating devices to be a particular interest of mine because of situations like this. As you can see, the regular price range for these devices are around $200, which is expensive. These are the exact same devices that I purchased from my supplier, which can be sold for less than $20. I would like to change this markup issue in this industry, as my products are not only affordable, but of great quality as well. So firstly, the funding will all be done through personal assets, as I am taking 40% of my bi-weekly part-time job paycheck for my business. As of now, each item will be about $15. The projected revenue for each month will be approximately $150 as a starting goal. Looking at the expenses such as advertising and paying the supplier, the profit for each item would be around $5.
When you see the title of this article, can you relate? Personally, I found myself in the same situation as thousands of other people, as you may have heard. As quarantine became boring, I got tired of making whipped coffee. I started to think harder about my goals and ways to improve my lifestyle. Part of this mindset is what led me to YEO and eventually the birth of Ambrosia Stickers. Ambrosia Stickers aims to combine aesthetics and practicality through fun stickers that would help anyone stay on track on their journey of self-improvement. So my business model can be summarized in 4 components. As a sole proprietorship, I take care of all responsibilities in products, branding, retailers, and finance. There are 21 million Gen Z and millennials in Canada. In other words, plenty of potential customers for me. With that in mind, I picked Instagram to be the platform where I will primarily build my community. Customers can buy my stickers from Shopify, Redbubble, and Society6. Redbubble and Society6 are both print-on-demand retailers, which means that I don't need any starting capital or inventory to sell. And Shopify is the most personalized and has the potential to be the most profitable. It would be covered by the YEO honorarium. And one such expense could be the cost of making the stickers myself, which I've calculated to be 14 cents a sticker. This would lead to $1.86 in profit. Now, enough about expenses, let's talk about profitability. The self-growth industry is expected to grow $13.2 billion by 2022. Human nature dictates that people are constantly striving to do better, so demand will always have a place in the market. And as the excellent presentations have mentioned before me, the pandemic has definitely fed into the demand for self-improvement.
I'm currently promoting and selling my goods on Instagram. Once customers contact me, I send them a cake flavor card and a cake order form and ensure that I deliver the goods that meet beyond the customer's expectation in taste and its visual appeal. Currently, I do no delivery. I only do pickup, maintaining all COVID safety protocols. So here you can see the flavor and the pricings on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, you can see the order confirmation form. So it's very detailed. So if there's any extra information that the customer wants to say, they can put it in the bottom of each section. So I do a lot of promoting and getting sales through Instagram stories, sharing in my posts. I post appealing photos of cupcakes, cakes, and other desserts that I make. And I also post behind the scenes because I feel like I do work with food And customers look at the tidiness and cleanliness of the workspace. So posting behind the scenes will show like the tidiness of my workspace and make customers trust my business even more. As of goals, I do have a couple of goals, and one being donating cakes or cupcakes to Icing Smiles or another charity or nonprofit organization. Icing Smiles is a nonprofit charity that provides cakes to terminally ill children and their siblings. So on the right, I've added their Instagram if you guys want to check it out. So I would contact them, ask them for what cakes they're looking for, and then make it. I think it's a great way to use my skills for a great cause. And two, I want to cater for big events. I want to be able to master wedding cakes because in the wedding industry, I can make more profit along with attracting more customers with the taste and appearance of the cakes. This will definitely take a lot of practice along with a lot of outreach. Three, I already mentioned cupcake kits and the idea behind that. I also want to do one-on-one or online cake decorating classes for people out there who also want to learn and are passionate about baking just like me. I will achieve this goal by outreaching and getting people to sign up. And last, I want to at least make 20 or more orders by the end of the summer. I will use my promoting techniques that I mentioned earlier to gain more followers and more orders.
To be more exact, 36% of college students experience food insecurity. Meanwhile, a report done in 2019 shows that 8% of all food produced in Canada is either lost or wasted. This value can be translated to a shocking 49 billion. Now, these numbers may not mean a lot when presented upfront, but to put that into perspective, that amount of food is enough to feed every single Canadian for a whole 5 months. How can we effectively solve this problem of food waste while decreasing food insecurity in post-secondary students? The solution should achieve these three things. We need to reduce food waste and somehow at the same time put that to good use. We need to ensure there's a cheaper food alternative, and we need to create a win-win situation for both parties. The restaurant needs an incentive to provide this cheaper food, while the public needs an incentive to buy it. If only there were some type of service that can fight all these issues while also taking advantage of the shining potential of the market. My name is Alan Lai, and I present to you Grab It, a platform for restaurants to list surplus food at discounted prices for users to claim. Although our main goal is sustainability, we still need to be sustainable ourselves. There are 4 main revenue streams for Grab It. Firstly, similarly to Uber Eats or Skip the Dishes, we can apply a small checkout fee, and the benefit of this is that this is a stream we can alter depending on our revenue and customer feedback. We can also have ads on our service, although we have to be careful we do this, as we don't want it to tarnish our goal and grab its overall reputation. In addition, we can offer a feature where restaurants can pay extra to be featured on the front page, thus making their restaurants more easily seen by our users. Lastly, we can mark up the prices very slightly to earn profit there as well, although we must make sure that this markup is not too drastic or it will ruin the purpose of the service. I
decided to stop letting the comfort of my own mind defeat me and stopped watching Netflix and playing video games every day. That day, I started my journey of self-improvement with the help of my friends, family, and the internet. I started my journey by starting to exercise and read more often, and as well as starting my own side hustles. Although it was just a start, I would say that this was definitely my hardest task over the lockdown, and immediately wanted to quit because of how hard it was to maintain all of it. It was until one day, I stumbled upon a quote. Our greatest fear shouldn't be failure, but should be regret, which helped me push forward and help create better habits. From that moment on, I continued to better myself every day. Then, I realized how much motivation and motivational quotes can be the tipping point to achieve your dreams and accomplishments. So I took a chance that I know I wouldn't regret and decided to create something that can positively impact society through fashion. This was the birth of See the Reality. By using data from Facebook Ads Manager, I was able to create a consumer profile to advertise to the right group for the highest conversion rate of sales. Using the data from my Facebook Ads Manager helps me create a general consumer profile based on the Facebook users, which is the most used social media platform in the world. My demographics. As you can see, the target market is both for men and women, but more towards women. Also, the age of my consumer profile is adults, specifically aged at 25 to 34 years old. At this stage in their lives, they are currently discovering themselves, but also still care about what they wear at the same time. My consumers represent people who love motivation, fashion, and wants to accomplish their goals. As you can clearly tell by the target audience, the niche of C3 Reality, motivational fashion, has a wide range of potential customers and has a great potential to grow.
First, I'll start with our why, mission, and vision. So why we decided to start this business is one of us got scammed before in the past, and it's really a scummy thing to do on the internet. And we want to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. So what we really want to do is help you save your time, and so you don't have to go through the internet finding good deals on products. And we really want to help other people and see your business grow. So basically what we do is we use Best Buy Canada computers primarily, and we list these products that we buy from them on eBay. So what we do is we buy a product on sale, then we offer that same product on eBay at a discounted price from the MSRP. The product gets shipped to us, and then we discount that product anywhere from $20 to $30 cheaper than regular price, even after we make sure we can get a good margin of profit from that. If the product sells, then we'll list it after the sale's over, and then we'll list it on eBay. If it sells, then we ship it to them, of course, and if it doesn't, we'll return it. And our payment method is through PayPal.
So purpose. Our purpose is to help others find great deals and to make purchasing online easier while building trust and good relations with our customers. On the right is a message from one of our first customers, and this is how the message goes. Thank you, Umar. You have restored my faith and hope for the human race. You're going to get some very good feedback on this deal, but I'm not mentioning exactly the great deal you're giving me unless you want me to, because you may get everyone asking for the same thing. You're now my favorite seller, even before myself. Again, Umar, thank you very much. So the background behind this message is David, the customer who sent the message, had an urgent need for the printer, but he couldn't afford to pay right away. So we saw he had good reviews and we trusted him, and we shipped out the product to him. And then a couple of days later, when he was ready to pay, we went through with that. Another thing to point out is the number beside his name. This means he has 428 good reviews. And from his profile at the bottom, you can see he's been on eBay for almost 15 years, meaning he's dealt with hundreds of buyers, but he still reacted like this. And his reaction shows that other sellers on eBay don't offer the same customer bonds and relations as us. So since we started this YEO business, we sold 34 products and generated a revenue of $2,600. With expenses out of the way, we've made a profit of $816, which averages to $24 per product. So we decided to map all the locations of our sales, and as you can see, throughout Canada, but most of our sales do come from the GTA area. And with that knowledge, we went over to Google Trends, where we could see the data on Google searches, and we could filter through date, location, time, and etc. So while we are on Google Trends, we realized that air fryers in Ontario, searches on them were starting to rack up, and air fryers are starting to get more popular. Near November, you could see that, and we capitalized on this idea, on this knowledge, and we went on and we listed more and more air fryers. We bought more air fryers and we listed them all, and then that's how it became our most sold item. So we decided to run a little experiment, and we saw on average our listings in 48 hours only got around 26.4 views without any promotions. So we used the eBay sponsored post option, and we put on subtitles and bold text, and we ran that 5 times, and on average those got 32 more views, so almost double what we had before. So that's also what we would be spending our funding on.
I'm a big sustainability enthusiast, and I enjoy trying new things and taking on new challenges. In October of this year, I did just that. I started a business called YEPP Jewelry. YEPP Jewelry is a woman-owned, affordable, sustainable, and one-of-a-kind business based in Scarborough, Ontario. I started YEPP Jewelry because I was looking for a sustainable jewelry store to buy my brother a birthday present, but unfortunately, the closest store was located far out of my area and was exponentially out of my price range. It was then I realized that with sustainability comes higher prices. So, did you know that 57% of all discarded jewelry and clothing ends up in landfills? So, how exactly do we make our sales? We have a clear and concise marketing plan to gain the attraction of hundreds and hundreds of buyers, while utilizing our platform to also educate our audience about sustainability and social issues. We are more than just a company. We are a community of those trying to change the world through progressive jewelry. Right now, Your Beatific Jewelry sells our products for our social media networks and word of mouth. By posting our jewelry on Instagram, our customers are able to message us or comment on the specific post of the product they are interested in buying. We have already sold 30 free products. We hope to expand this in the future by creating additional social media pages on platforms such as TikTok, Facebook, and more. So now I'm just going to talk a bit about finances. I am currently funding my business out of pocket and with some generous contributions from family members and friends. My current budget is roughly $300. This includes all of the beads and threads, mailers, as well as equipment and tools I would need to create about 60 products. As you may know, buying products sustainably comes at a higher cost than buying products otherwise. I want to ensure that my customers get the highest quality possible, which is why I want to begin creating the beads myself. This creates authenticity to my products while also promoting sustainability. To begin this process, I would need $400 as my additional budget to purchase a clay baking oven as well as a drill. In addition to this, I would need to, in order to create 300 products, assuming that I will be selling one product per customer, I would need an additional $475 as this includes the clay, additional materials, costs, and other things. This would mean that I would require a total of $875 for my projected costs. This is a company where we place you, the customer, first before anything else, and a company that wants a better future and wants to make an impact in the world right now. We want to inspire young people like myself to explore the world from an ethical and moral perspective while also living life to the fullest. Your Beatific Jewelry is not something I started just for my own personal needs. I created it for me, for my family, my friends, and more importantly, for you. Thank you. And thank you to my mentor, Afena.